Let's talk.
Nerd!
Warning, this show contains spoilers.
Welcome everyone to the Let's Talk Nerds podcast, Weekly Not So Weekly. We are once joined once again by your host, Spatial Hornet, co-host Alley Cat, and Reno. Be more excited, guys.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yes, I like it. Okay,
Whoop.
so and we have a lot of fun, exciting things, but to touch base with Let's Talk Nerds news. I myself have started a return to For Honor. Been fun so far. Plan to continue that, especially as I unlock more characters. So stay tuned for that, guys. Kind of probably gonna be doing those on Tuesdays a lot of the time, but might be a little sporadically done throughout the week just cause. So stay tuned. And Alley Cat started a game. What's it called again? Sims one.
It's Enjoy.
Yeah. How's that been so far, Allie?
I mean, I only streamed it once, but it was like 6 hours. And to be honest, it's like, I don't know. It feels like it's a little bit slow. And some of like the dialogue and like relationship connection is kind of awkward.
Awkward. How so?
I don't know. It doesn't really explain. So whenever you were talking to another Zoe, you can like talk to them like 3 times, and then it'll be like pick a relationship status. And those notifications do not go away, even though you do it. It took me a while to figure out that you have to do it when you're talking to this Zoe, and not, it doesn't show it in like the little relationship box that pops up with all the lists. But it just never goes away, and I think they definitely need to smooth that out because it's just awkward. But like, it doesn't feel like there's any progression with like the relationship building between the Zoes. Like the character creation and like the building is super cool. There's so much to it, but like to play the actual game feels a little awkward still. So
would you say that there needs to be like a better UI built then for the game, or
probably it needs to just be smoothed out. I think the options are fun, but dude, you're making me hungry. I don't know. It needs to. I definitely need a little shaping, you know.
So what is the overall point of the game?
Did you ever play Sims or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Sims where you have your person, you go through life.
So you just have to get a job, and because in the Sims you like build a house and stuff too, and all that stuff. So do you have to build a house, or?
I mean, at the beginning, like where I was, I just picked a cheap apartment. So.
Oh, okay. So you have to buy your apartment, then you could furnish it and stuff, or does it come with furniture?
It comes with some furniture.
Like in real life.
You can like change it up and stuff. I messed with some of the settings, and I made it so that like it's what the like the look of the screen and stuff. Like, you know, in Minecraft there's like shader packs. You can change the shaders of it. So I made it very pinky girly, and I was like, that's pretty cool that you can like change the customization of like how it looks and stuff. But I think the customization isn't the problem, it's just the actual playing. So
okay.
Well,
like, you can change a bed color. Like, you don't have to just pick the list of colors of whatever beds they have. You can like change the color, the bed frame, the like whatever. You can do that with like your plants too. You can do it to your rugs. Like, you do it to everything. Like, change everything about it. And you can also create your own furniture too. But I didn't really get to that. That seemed a little complex for my brain. But Yeah, I was like, interesting. There's just so much to that game, but yeah.
Well,
So
maybe you'll have to go on.
Yeah, do you see yourself playing it for the long term, or just
I would
once
have
in
to,
a
like,
while, or
I would have to figure out what like the other stuff is like. I don't know if like I'm just playing it wrong or if there's um they just need to fix some kinks, but I mean, I would like to play it long term. I just don't want to have to deal with some of like if the gameplay is kind of like weird, like what's the point of trying to progress? I might just like sit and build and stuff and like create characters because that's pretty cool, but you know.
how many characters are you allowed to have?
I'm guessing 6 at a time. It's like Sims, but I only created 1, so I don't know.
Well, maybe it'll have to be a game where we have you revisit it in a couple of months and see if they've improved it or not.
Yeah, probably.
Because I mean, some games take a while before they get good. Unfortunately, nowadays their initial releases are not always the best. But that's cool. But are there any? And then, what's the game you're currently looking to maybe play or stream some more?
Are you talking about like games that I found recently, or?
Well, you just
Because-
talked about them, but literally before.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up. Moonstone Island is pretty cute. It's kind of like farm lifey, but I like the aspect that you have to jump to like different islands to progress, and you have to like either figure out how to fly there or build a bridge there. But you kind of are like collecting little Pokemon, but they're called spirits, and like you have like a deck of cards that each time you like, whatever spirits in your party, you get a deck of cards, which is their skills, and you have energy per each like turn, so you have to figure out which is the best way to like kill the opponent and stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of strategic, so I'm interested to see how it progresses and like getting harder. And it doesn't seem like an overly complicated game either, so yeah. And Dingo is something that our friend was like, this could be fun, so him and I might sit down and play it. It's kind of like what's it called? Animal Crossing, but with guns. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. Guns make everything fun.
And it makes it more PvP. It's not just you walk around
Trying to get out of bankruptcy from the loan shark.
Well, I don't know if there's like a town. I think you just spawn and there's little places to sell stuff, but it's not like characters that you sell to. It's just a little box that you find that you just slap some turnips in and make some money. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm just like
called a vending machine or something like that.
very nice, very nice. Well, we'll keep on the lookout for that then. And then Reno's been focusing more on his art as of late, so we haven't seen him as much, but he will still be joining us for Minecraft Mondays. Hope you guys can, still look forward to that. This last Monday, Allie and I just messed around for an Easter event on our friend's server. What's the name of the server again, Allie? So people look
Faber.
Faber. Link in the description.
What Easter eggs?
And then no, not like Easter eggs like that. It's like he literally it's like an Easter egg hunt.
Oh, okay.
Where he put it on his on his Minecraft server, and it's just chests that have goodies in them.
Oh, that's cool.
Just run around.
And I got the pet. I got that pet. I got the bunny pet, and it was like.
Yeah, Allie's apparently very lucky on that server. She got a 1 in 80 chance out of her first rare chest to get the pet, and then I think like a week before that, a couple days before that, she got another like 1 in 100 pull, like nothing on her first try. So she's out here playing the lottery.
Don't tempt me.
So yeah, and then but that's pretty much going on. There will be eventually. I have some plans in progress for Reno and I to play some co-op games or have some co-op experiences together, but that'll be a little bit later down the line. But other than that, I mean, it's our typical content for the week. We'll be doing more Helldivers as that black hole keeps getting closer and closer to Earth.
Are you shutting out on Reddit?
Earth. Nope, it destroyed another planet last week.
Can't stop it.
Close.
Can't stop it.
I do say in Helldivers news, I think there was a little bit of disappointment this last week because people were hoping for like a big update where like they expanded the Illuminate, which is the Squid faction.
Oh yeah, I
They
heard
were
about
hoping
that.
for a big Yeah, people were hoping for a big update that would like add more to the faction because right now that faction only has like the zombies and then like
Tripod.
what?
Tripod.
Yeah, the tripods, but then also has the jetpack guys and then the spear dudes that run.
Spear
So
guys,
it's only
yeah.
oh, and the little drones that fly around. So five enemies.
Yeah.
So it's not the most exciting, especially now that the initial like wow is gone. As people kind of don't care to fight them nearly as much. Especially compared to the bugs, because now the bugs and the bugs and the bots have such a variety of enemies, especially with like the incineration core and jetpack core bots, and then the bugs have always just had such a variety of enemies. I mean, between the acid guys, the invisible dudes, the different tanks and hordes. So hopefully that will come soon. I don't know what they're planning. Right now, there's a major order to liberate. We had a choice between liberating 2 different planets, either a bot planet or a bug planet. And if we liberated the robot planet, we got upgrades to our mechs. And then if we liberated the bug planet, we got an upgrade to the airplane stratagems, or Eagle One as they call it. I believe everyone went for the mech upgrades, so I believe that planet's almost liberated. So we should be getting that upgrade soon, but that's kind of the Helldiver news. And yeah.
You need to talk about April Fools?
Oh, I mean, April Fool's was fun, but I mean, there wasn't much to it besides just, cartoonishly big weapons in the lobby. But once you load into an actual game, they weren't there.
Do you wish that they were in like in-game activity though?
Oh yeah, I mean, how funny it would have been to run around with a giant like gun and try and shoot stuff. It would have been hilarious. But unfortunately, now they just put it in the ship while you walk around. But yeah, then that's pretty much. I mean, I'm trying to think of. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Let's Talk Nerds news. I mean, everything's going about the same thing. Minecraft Mondays, Tryhard Tuesdays, Horde Shooter Wednesday. Thursdays still our indie game kind of day. I might incorporate more co-op games into that, and then Friday is our. Oh yeah, we're also doing podcast day early this week because Marvel Rivals gets their big update tomorrow for the season 2.
Emma Frost, I'm coming for you.
You're playing Emma Frost, or you want to kill Emma Frost?
Both.
Well,
Have you
speaking
Allie,
of Marvel
I guess
Rivals,
Allie's gonna play Emma Frost. Adar was asking.
Oh yeah.
oh, is he watching your stream?
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like it could be fun. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
want to smack people around and choke them.
She looks like an interesting character.
Mm.
Are they
Sounds like a very
having
unique
having
character.
2 characters come out at a time again, or are they just gonna have 1 character?
I think it's like 1 a month, give or take.
Yeah, they said about 1 a month is what they're.
Adar wants to know if you're just good. You just quick select on your characters. Allie.
Quick select.
Yeah.
I mean, lock it in.
Hi, Adar. Nice of you to join me over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, lock it in.
No, I think Allie usually plays nothing but healers. But play a little bit of tank nowadays.
Yeah.
With that group. But
Yeah.
speaking of Marvel Rivals, though, let's look at their patch notes for what's coming out tomorrow. So yeah, of course we have the Emma Frost that's coming out tomorrow. Maps and modes.
Vanguard.
There's all new domination map Hellfire Gala. Krakoa. Map rotation update. Hellfire Gala Kuroa will enter the competitive pool, while Yggdrasil, Royal Palace, and Tokyo 29 will be retired from ranked play. Oh. So no more Tokyo 2099. Oh, and Yggdrasil Royal Palace on ranked mode. Were people not liking those maps?
I guess.
So you could still play them, but just not on ranked.
Yeah, no, only in quick play or if you do like custom games.
Okay. Are they having a new map come out?
Blind.
Yeah. Kukara.
Krakoa.
Kukura.
Yeah. Krakoa. Optimize this. I bet Reno wishes that. I bet Reno wishes that they would have got rid of the Venom symbiote map.
Yeah, that's a annoying map. Just to get the symbiote off
Yeah.
sucks.
Trying to get the symbiote off.
Battle Pass and season events. Unlock a dazzling, shiny new Battle Pass features 10. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, I think they have, like, they're supposed to be, like, Reno, you might like these skins, even though you probably won't get the Battle Pass, but, like, it's, like, they're all gonna be, like, suits and stuff, or, like, fancy, like small.
Oh, yeah, I saw, Wolverine gets, his patch suit, or when he's Pele's patch.
Yep, and then Hulk's gonna get his...
The Grey Hulk suit.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna... That skin's gonna be pretty dope. He's a little bit bigger, I feel like, than the skin.
It's just the suit makes the man, makes him look bigger.
He's not green anymore.
Is he
He's
Grey?
supposed to be Grey
Yeah,
Hulk.
he's Grey Hulk when he wears the suit.
What's the lore behind that?
Just when he's like the smart version of Hulk, where he's not as angry and stuff.
And then I think him and Patch, well, it's supposed to be Wolverine, but that's the name that Wolverine took when all the X-Men were supposed to be dead. So
yeah. All new Twitch drops. This event players the Namor Will of Galacta costume, so purple Namor costume pretty much. Yeah, more skins.
I like that
more
they
cool
have their Twitch drops be kind of all galactic-y. I think that's a good way to...
It makes sense. I mean, purple, purple Twitch, purple Galactica. Better stop that vehicle.
But it's just...
You just see Allie like spaz out on the ground.
Bitch, if you say that one more time.
Last chance to stop them.
the trailer looks cool
For what?
Yeah.
for the Marvel Rivals update.
Season 2? Yeah. I think it's everything's gonna be so clean and cut.
So rank reset based on your final season 1.5 ranks will be demoted by 9 divisions. So you ended up in the season 1 at Diamond, you begin at Silver 1. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, I think
we're all going back to
anything
bronze.
else, you're bronze. Yeah.
I don't even think I made it out of bronze.
Yeah, you did. You're silver. You made the silver.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, I did make it silver. But then I haven't played in I think, since I got the Groot skin. Well, I got the Groot skin, and then that's all I really did.
Tournament updates. I'm not really following a lot of this stuff, but if you guys want to read this, you can pause. Faction. All new faction recruits and seeking faction. Oh yeah, is this for the making like clans?
Go up. I think there might be one thing that could be important.
Your global rival championship.
Go up.
Oh wait, wait. This is important right here. Hold up. For rank,
Yeah.
I guess I skipped that.
Yeah.
Rank reset. New rank rewards are in. And reaching gold, you get Emma Frost, gold, diamond, along with new crests, honor, grandmasters. Minimum level required for new players to participate in competitive rank has been adjusted to 15. If you have previously completed at least one valid competitive match, you'll still join competitive in season 2.0, even if you are below level 15. But I mean, if you're having trouble getting level 15, then
Yeah.
Fix/ban will now come into play starting from gold 3 rather than diamond tier.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
That
more
will be fun.
fucking
Yeah, well, I feel like
Spider-Man.
I feel like a lot of people will now a lot of people will probably now be more, how you say, because that was a game system that less than half the player base got to actually experience, because
Yeah.
majority of players are going to be in gold to platinum. So if you weren't getting the band stuff till you were in diamond, then I mean that whole system didn't even practically exist for you, which is the majority of the player base. So
Yeah.
when a team
I honestly think that they need to add another tier in between gold and plat. Because there feels like there's such a big stretch between gold and plat. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, I think it's fine, because I mean, there's
Especially the
always
lower.
because if you look at, like, there's a huge difference between diamond and plat players too. But you're not going to put a random rank. I mean, if you're good enough to get into if you're good enough to get into plat or from gold, you'll get the plat. If you're not good enough, then you're going to stay in gold. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, I jump around so much. It's so weird.
This is big though. When a team includes players from Eternity and one above all, only solo and duo queuing will be allowed. So that won't really matter to the majority of people, but pretty much if you get what is it?
Stacked away.
Yeah, well, what is it now? It goes after Diamond, it goes Grandmasters.
Yeah.
And then it goes Eternity. Or is there one before Eternity?
I think it's Eternity and then the other one. That
one above all is obviously the high Eternity. Oh no, Celestial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The red one.
Adar says that he thinks that they need to do something with the matchmaking. Feels like many tanks and DPSs are really bad.
so like balancing?
I mean, all the time? I think that's his problem in general versus,
Well, is he saying, like, so he just wants more balance for, like,
bad players, I guess? But wouldn't they be?
I think there's always a diff to some degree, but can't really control it if people are wanting to play a DPS character and shit at it,
Yeah. Well, I mean, and if you have... He said he'd be doing more DPSing and heals than them both. His own DPS.
Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, if you're just
get good.
Well, I mean, if you're
your teammates need to get good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're just jumping into a game without, people that then you just any game is like that. You're gonna be teamed up with shit players sometimes.
Mm.
Then if you play with a team that and they're good. He solo queues.
Yeah. yeah, I did that too, and
Well, I solo queue. That's how I did my initial climb from bronze to gold. Then I stopped playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like gold 1, and I tried playing here one, but we'll see how I do this season. Not really, but
maybe I just need to play a shit ton at the beginning, so then I get away from all the bad people.
Probably. But at the same time, didn't you drop from platinum all the way down to gold?
It's towards the end of the season.
I mean, still platinum.
Yeah, he said a lot of people get carried to gold and diamond still. He feels?
Oh, I bet. Oh, for sure. I mean, that's why you'll have the biggest complainers in That's why people always joke. It's like bronze, silver, and gold are if you're like people in those lobbies are usually more chill, and then you have like the super toxic people in platinum and diamond because they think they're good when they're only actually being carried, and then they get mad at everyone else. And then after diamond, you have people who are actually good and know they're good and aren't toxic anymore. Like platinum and diamond are like the cesspools of like ranked games usually.
Yeah, I think that's Elo Hell versus, Gold. It's like people that are trying so hard and they just snap because they give up.
Well, I mean, people try to say they're an Elo Hell, but again, if you play enough and you're good enough, you will climb.
Absolutely.
If you're not good enough, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're just not good enough. Or you don't have good enough friends to carry you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, most of those games are like that. Overwatch, Naraka. I think Naraka is more. You could solo it if you're really good with 3.
I mean, if you're playing like the 3v3 game mode, I mean,
sometimes you
you can carry a team.
Yeah, you can carry. One person can carry a team, but you still have to be a little good. And then if you play the solo, that's what's fun about that game is if you solo, you could solo and hide, and get to higher levels that way too.
Yeah, but once you get anywhere, because once you got past like gold, you just could not win a game.
Yeah, once I got to gold, I couldn't win.
Currently, the score you earn for each competitive match is determined by both the outcome and your individual performance. After Season 2.0 launches, we will be increasing the weight of individual performance. So here you go, Adar. The better you perform, the more points you will earn in victory and the fewer points you will lose in defeat.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's going to be their new thing is you get like SP points or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the better you do, even if you lose, you won't lose as many points. Because you did good. But if you suck, you're probably going to lose even more points now. You suck, you're going to suck even worse now.
Maybe I'll go back to the game to
balance
see
it
if
out,
I
yeah.
actually suck at it or if I just wasn't getting good teammates. Because I soloed a lot.
I wonder if it'll tell you what your points were.
Well, probably based on... I mean, you could probably look at like how many points you win or lose, and then look at your own stats.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, Adar. I mean, I think it's a really good system.
Yeah.
I think it'll show... I mean, it won't shut up the toxic people, but it'll shut a lot of people up.
Maybe it'll shut me up.
Because I don't think I was that bad. I mean, I wasn't like the greatest player ever, but I don't think I was that bad at the game.
I don't know, your teammates spamming you in chat would say otherwise.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they made me
just need to
mad.
learn other characters.
Well,
Hulk is
I
not
think
for
I
every
like...
situation.
Yeah, I did like Invisible Woman, so I think I might be playing her a little more. So, we'll see though, because I haven't really even played the game all that much, so...
Yeah.
General update. You can, gift feature has arrived. You can now gift cosmetics to your friends. The career overview page now supports a selection of specific hero forms. Rank leaderboard displays has been added to career. Real-time voice chat has been optimized, and interface prompt now appears when you activate voice chat using Bluetooth. Custom game spectators can now temporarily exit during matches. They will join the action anytime. A new room host transfer function has been introduced. The current host can now right-click. Okay, well, about fucking time, I guess. Good job. You can now promote other people to the host of your lobbies.
I thought you could always do that.
Nope, apparently not.
No. Okay.
Wow, I guess not.
Or transfer host privileges so that.
Maybe you can have multiple people have like host privileges. I don't know.
Is that
Graphics
like
and-
if you're making a new your own personal game, not just whatever you're just chilling in lobby.
Yeah. Graphics and settings. I mean, looks like they've made some optimization to stuff. We've introduced an experimental feature, switch shader compilation mode. When activated, shaders will only compile the first time you launch the game after a new version or graphics driver update. Feature can significantly reduce memory usage and minimize in-game stuttering, especially on systems with 16 gigabytes of RAM or less. So all y'all who have like, you have to spend like 20 minutes. Well, all you who have like, have to wait like 20 minutes for the game to launch because compiling all the shaders, you shouldn't have that problem.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. Except for like once a while when they do like a graphic update on a driver or something. Console, and again, if you guys care about console stuff, here you go. Fixes and optimizations. General updates, resolve numerous issues related to notifications, rectify various text errors, fix an issue in custom games where it's okay. Fix a rare occurrence, would default upon restarting the game. Your settings won't reset for some reason. Maps and modes, fix terrain issues that could cause characters to become stuck or clip through odd locations. Resolved various issues, including floating broken objects, collision errors, etc. Address several sound issues on the map. Resolve the rare issues. Okay, I don't care about custom games that much. Heroes, Captain America's shield bonus. Resolved an issue where Captain America could rich rocket enemy projectiles while moving backwards. Now Sentinel Liberty can send those pesky projectiles flying no matter which way he is. Oh, so it wasn't working when he was walking backwards. Spectre sightings. These are all. I think these are all just more glitches there. But sometimes to send before. If you guys want to look at this, you can. But I mean, glitches are glitches. Graphic settings, console. Oh, is that? So this is all the major stuff here.
It's not really talking about the character stuff.
Let me see if I can find that. Patch notes. I mean, is this not it? Oh. What's playing?
Oh, the music from the.
There we go.
Website.
News. Game
Might not be released yet.
Balance post. It should be. It's coming out tomorrow. Vanguard. There we go. Vanguard. Captain America. Steve will undergo some adjustments to his survivability, leading to a slight decrease in his overall resilience. Reduces base health from 675 to 650. Reduces the shield value of Living Legend from 400 to 350. So they are making him just a slightly less tanky. I think he was being a little annoying for backliners.
Yes.
So
he would never die.
What character?
Captain America. They're reducing his health and his shield.
Oh, okay.
Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, will see a reduction in his offensive capabilities, limiting his battlefield control. Decreased daggers the knock damage per projectile from 18 to 16, and then reduce the Maelstrom of Madness conversion ratio of dark magic to damage from 1.3 to 1.2. So, I mean, little nerves, nothing too crazy for those two. Hulk. Oh no. Oh no, Rena. The Green Goliath will both enhance maneuverability and improve survivability upon entering the combat. Increased base movement speed from 600 to 650. That means you can now chase a little better. You get to be faster now.
Yeah.
Reduce cooldown time for Indestructible Guard from 12 seconds. So you have 2 seconds off one of your abilities. Get spam a little bit more. And decrease minimum charge time for Incredible Leap from 0.7 to 0.5, so you can jump a little bit faster now. Congratulations. You should be happy.
I guess.
More mobility and... Yeah, pretty much there's a lot more mobility and a little bit quicker cooldown. So Now, when you're complaining all the time about the healers running away from you, now you can chase faster.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see if it works.
Magneto. The Master of Magnetism will experience a slight decrease in the frequency of his ultimate ability. Increase energy cost for Meteor M ultimate ability from 3100 to 3400. So it makes it longer for him to take his ult.
Oh, okay.
I guess his ult was really good at just popping a healer.
Mhm.
Or just negating like Iron Man ults and stuff, so that's kind of nice. Penny Parker. Penny will receive an enhancement to her primary attack damage efficiency, and a boost to her survivability and combat capabilities. So Cyber Web Cluster now has a chance to crit, reduce movement speed penalty for while firing Cyber Web Cluster from 40% to 20%.
Dang.
And
I'm so excited for the critical.
Oh, they're giving her 100 base health buff.
Yeah, dang.
They want her to survive, I guess.
Well,
she's still
kind of
pretty hard to kill, though.
mobility.
Yeah, but she's still really hard to kill with her health thing. And
As a tank, maybe, but if you're a damage
Yeah,
dealer, you know how to land crit shots, you can melt. I mean, you don't even have to be a damage. You can be a Mantis and just headshot the fuck out of her, and she'll just die.
she'll die. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also, I mean, if you're talking like higher ranks too, they want her to be played more.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah, 'cause she's more of a low rank pub stomper right now.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Let me see the thing. The ever-loving blue-eyed thing will see a slight reduction in damage reduction effect. Decreased in embattled leaps damage reduction effect for himself and teammates from 30 to 25%. So when he leaps to you now, you have 5% damage less damage reduction. I mean, it was a pretty strong ability, being able to jump around and stuff. Just guard your teammate. Thor, the Mighty Thor receive an increase in his survivability, increased base health from 525 to 600, increased base movement speed from 600 to 650. Man, they're really
Trying to make the game faster.
well, they're trying to make those tanks move. Well, I think said Groot was getting a buff, didn't you?
I might have mixed it up with Hulk.
Hulk and Thor, yeah, they got the movement speed buffs. So
Yeah.
I guess you're still gonna be a slow Groot.
Well, I mean,
But Groot,
but
I
Groot
don't know
has
if
those
Groot-
walls to.
He has
Block 'em.
walls, and he has range. He has pretty good range auto attacks, like
Yeah.
medium range. He doesn't have to be right next to your face.
Yeah.
Do his stuff. All right, Duelist, Black Widow, Ali's favorite character.
oh yeah, she's
Tasha
so
is
cool.
receiving optimizations to her shooting experience. Added a new effect where Black Widow can directly shoot after releasing the second kick of Edge Dancer and after using Electroplasma Explosion. So pretty much you can combo a shot after you use your kick and your ult.
Yeah, I think it automatically does it.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that's more damage.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like.
Now you have to
most
hope
of
you
the time,
land
I mean,
it.
I could get it off, like, but like it would be so slow before they would, because I have to kick them and then shoot them to like stun them to be able to do it again, and like it would take too long.
Yeah. Well, you also have to just be really fast while also being very accurate.
And dodging.
Yeah.
Them.
Hawkeye, we're improved Clint's mobility while drawing his bow, enhancing his combat abilities and increasing the threat of his ultimate ability. Reduce the slow effect while charging the bow from 30 to 20. Increase both instances of damage for high percentage ammo from 50 to 55. And decrease energy cost for Hunter's Eye size. So his ultimate ability is now from 3700 to 3100. Wow. And for bow, and improve the bow draw speed increase from 1.35 to 1.5.
Yeah.
I didn't think Hawkeye needed a buff. I thought he was in a solid place, but I guess they'd said otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Reno, you ready to get sniped again?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, at least we won't see any more Hela, it looks like. Well, we probably still will. But the Goddess of Death will see a reduction in mobility while slightly enhancing her offensive power. Increase cooldown time for Astral Flux from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. Increase spell field damage of Piercing Knife from 30 to 35. Decrease cooldown time for Soul Drainer from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. So she got buffed for the most part.
Yeah, she got it.
Cooldown for Astral Flux. So she can't, her Astral Flux is at her like escape.
Yeah, the bird.
So she can't run away as often, but they increased her offensive capabilities. So
she can fight more.
Yeah, that might be why people weren't playing her as much in the lower ranks, at least, because they you know, skill issue. They're getting jumped by like Iron Fist.
Human Torch. Johnny's attack feedback and survivability are being improved and enhances impact across various combat scenarios. Reduce attack interval for Fire Cluster from 0.6 to 0.5. Okay, the launch timing of the primary attack projectile has been advanced. Increase the cooldown for Flaming Meteor from 12 seconds to 15 seconds, but add a new effect. After releasing Flaming Meteor, immediately gain 75 bonus health, which will start to fall off 3 seconds later at a rate of 30 per second. And I never played a lot of Human Torch, so I mean, sounds like
I think it's just so you don't get killed a lot when you're in the ground.
Iron Man. Iron Man is seeing improvements to his mid-range combat. Slightly reduced Iron Man's hitbox size. Oh, well, that'd be nice. Don't get sniped as easily. New feature: gain 100 bonus health activating Armor Overdrive or Gamma Overdrive that will start to fall 5 seconds later. So he gets armor cool. Now.
Yeah.
So he gets armor whenever he activates his special, yeah. Cool. Well, that's nice. That gives him more survivability because, yeah, sometimes when if you're playing as like a good Hawkeye or a good Hela, you just get sniped.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes healers forget you exist because you're flying above.
Yeah.
Iron Fist. Lin Lee will see an increase in his combat effectiveness against vanguards, a slight improvement to his mobility, and a slight reduction to his survivability when first entering the battlefield. Okay. Reduce the bonus. Okay, so they reduce the bonus max health gain from Armory Recovery from 150 to 100. Okay, but slow the fall rate that health from 25 per second to 15 per second. Okay, so you just don't get as much bonus health for free from just literally hitting RB or whatever it is on PC.
Yeah.
Lower fixed damage at Yatji Jong. Is that the cheaper townhouse?
Auto lock?
From 10 to 9, but increase the percentage damage of enemies' max health per strike from 1.7 to 2.1. Decrease the cooldown for Kunlun Kick from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. So, I mean, makes it so that he can
stay in there longer.
Do more. Well, no, not even just stay in there longer, but just do more damage per hit, more percent damage, and then he can kick around a lot more often. But he has less bonus health, which I mean that's kind of annoying anyway that he gets bonus health. But Mr. Fantastic, we're enhancing Reed's capabilities while making some balance adjustments to his ultimate energy charge rate, adding additional controllability and optimizing the release experience of his ultimate ability. Increase base health from 350 to 375. Boost the damage of Stretch Punch from 60 to 65. And from 70 to 80 while in inflated state. Flexible elongation, new effect. Enemies within range now suffer 35% slow effect. Reduce flexible elongation cooldown from 10 to 8 seconds. Reduce the elasticity gained from elastic strength passive ability from 30 to 20. While the elasticity provided by Stretch Punch is increased from 5 to 8. After entering the inflated state, the bonus health provided to self has been reduced from 450 to 400. And new feature, when Mr. Fantastic uses Brainiac Bounce ultimate ability, immediately gain bonus health equal to the gained when entering inflated state. So he gets more bonus health, I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the
You're doing a lot to
slow
him.
thing too.
Well, it sounds like, I mean, from what I heard or saw, he really needed a lot of love.
Mm.
Moon Knight! The moon! No, 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 no.
Can't
All
with
right,
the
Moon
moon.
Knight. Moon, no, 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 no. The moon haunts you. We're optimizing Mark's Moonblade projectile bounce feedback while improving maneuverability, ultimate ability, and survivability. Increase Crescent Dart projectile speed from 120 to 150, so it moves faster now. You can hit those flyers from further away easier. Moonblade new effect. Gain 25 bonus cells with each enemy hit up to 100. Wait, up to a max of 100 3 seconds after the bonus health stops increasing. What? I don't think they worded that right. That's just me.
No.
Up to
Yeah. But you gotta overshield. That's what it's saying.
Yeah, you get a shield, and 3 seconds after the bonus health stops increasing, it will start to fall off at a rate of 20%.
Yeah, the overshield is 100, and 3 seconds after the bonus health stops.
And it'll fall off at a rate of 20 per second.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Speed up. Moonlight hook pull startup time after hit from 3.4 seconds to 0.15 seconds. And extend the duration of Hana Conchu ultimately from 3.5 seconds to 4.5 seconds. Increase the number of talons generated during this period from 14 to 18. Holy.
It's gonna be faster, and you're gonna die.
Well, did they buff his talon number last time?
Yeah. But I guess people weren't dying fast enough.
Additionally, the fall
Okay,
speed of
nice.
talons has been slightly enhanced. A new damage fall-off mechanic for the spell field has been added, beginning at 1.5 meters of center and reaching maximum reduction of 70% at 5 meters. So you really want people to be in the middle.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of talons now, and they're even making it even faster. Like, damn. Scarlet Witch, we're reducing Wanda's survivability by increasing her threat level against strategists and duelists, while optimizing her ultimate ability release experience. Remove chaos control percentage damage while increasing fixed damage from 60 to 80 a second. Okay, increase Chthonian burst plus projectile damage from 35 to 40 and spell field damage from 35 to 40. A little bit 5 damage bonus. Increase the cooldown mystic projection from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. Reduce phase state time from 2 seconds to 1.5. Rework the slow effect of reality erasure to start at 1.5 seconds instead of starting immediately with a linear increase to 35% slow over 3.5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like exactly what they said. They're going to make her do more damage but have less survivability.
Yeah, and I like that they're making her ult that she can move in it better.
Yeah. Star-Lord, we're reducing Peter's damage output, his efficiency of his ultimate ability charge rate. Reduce blaster barrage damage from 80 per second to 75. Introduce a new damage fall-off mechanic starting at 4 meters and maxing out 80% reduction at 8 meters. So there's making him a more up-close and personal character. I like that.
Yeah, you gotta be closer to use your ult.
Can't be sniped from halfway across the map. Winter Soldier, we're lowering Bucky's threat level against Vanguards and reducing the margin for error in his ultimate ability. Increase the cooldown time for Bionic Hook from 8 seconds to 12 seconds. Okay, so 4. Wow, that's a 1/3 uptime. Damn. Reduce the base damage from Kraken Impact ultimate ability from 100 to 80, but lower the cooling threshold from 20% of maximum health to 15%. Okay, so make the execution easier, but reduce the base damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine, we're turning Logan's rage and acquisition rate and slightly lowering his control intensity over enemies. Increase range gain from salvage claw hits from 7 to 10, while rage gain from berserk claw strike has been decreased from 7 to 5. Reduce rage gain from feral leap from 20 to 10 and vicious rampage from 20 to 15. However, rage gain from taking damage has been increased from 3 to 5. Reduce the time an enemy is knocked down after impact from last stand ultimate ability from 1 second to 0.75 seconds.
I feel like they lowered everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, just
Yeah.
barrel leap, yeah.
Hmm.
Strategist! Adam Warlock. We're slightly reducing the frequency of Adam's abilities and adjusting the healing provided by his ultimate ability after reviving. Increase the cooldowns for Soul Bond from 30 to 40 seconds. I'm sad.
Yeah.
Karmic Revival. Ultimate ability now restores 30% of fallen allies' maximum health instead of a fixed 100 health. So if you're a tank, you'll be spawned with more health.
Okay.
I never thought it was
still-
fixed health anyways.
Well, it just brought you back at 100 health, I guess.
I don't think so.
100 health looks a lot. Well, 100 health probably looks a lot more on a health bar for a duelist or a healer than it does.
Oh, 100. I was thinking like 100%.
No, you didn't come back to full. It's just now you're gonna be at 30%. So if you're a tank and you have, what is that?
Yeah.
300 health or whatever you get.
If you have like 900 health.
You'll come back with what? 300 health.
Give or take.
50. Yeah, I go at math. Well, that kind of sucks. I mean, this is kind of nice, I guess, for reviving. But man, that soul bond is like one of the only things that makes him good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Adam Warlock. But oh well, if he's doing good, he's doing good. Cloak and Dagger. We're optimizing the logic of this dynamic duo's ultimate ability. After activating Eternal Bond ultimate ability, the duration of the first 3 healing zones will no longer be calculated separately. Instead, they will remain active until the duration of the final healing zone ends, at which point all will be removed together. So, I guess instead of like you make one field and then that timer starts, now the timer starts when you put the final field down, and then they will all die together. Like all the fields will go down.
Yeah, your ultimate ends at the same time.
Yep. Invisible Woman.
That is interesting though, because I would play, following like the snail trail instead of expecting it to die. But I guess it is nice, so then everyone gets the same.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you put your first one out, that one's probably gonna last for like, I don't know, 3 seconds longer. So then her ultimate technically will last longer. Yeah,
well, the third, because you do three rotations, right?
Are you falling asleep?
What are you looking at, Rena?
Nothing.
He's taking a little nap.
I was listening.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Cloak and Dagger?
Good, yeah. Anyway,
Watching. I saw you dozing off. But yeah.
Dozing off? I thought he was just looking at something on his phone.
No, his eyes are closed.
What time you go to bed, Rena?
Midnight.
Midnight? Nice. Invisible Woman. We'll be fine-tuning Susan's protective capabilities to create more strategic gameplay experience. Decrease the shield value of Guardian Shield from 300 to 250. How does that make you feel, Allie? You don't seem happy about it.
Well, I feel like they break it anyways, so it's like whatever. But also, honestly, it might have been better to increase it. But they might be doing that because of Emma Frost coming in with her shield, but...
Yeah. Loki, increase regeneration domain cooldown from 25 to 30, so longer to activate his... I think that's when he, makes all his clones have, a healing thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mantis, reduce base health from 275 to 250, damn. And effects of healing flower and allied inspiration can can be stacked up to a maximum of 16 seconds.
I don't like they reduce your health. That's unnecessary.
Rocket Raccoon, decrease the healing area of repair mode spears from 70 health to 50 health, but add a new effect of one-time healing of 55 health to allies hit. Projectile speed reduction increased from 4 points. Wait. Projectile speed reduction increased from 4.5 to 7.7 milliseconds.
Reduction increased. I don't like that those two words are next to each other.
Yeah, that's... Extended cooldown of jetpack dash from 6 seconds to 10 seconds. Reduced dash distance from 10 meters to 8 meters?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're getting rid of some of the mobility.
Reduce CYA. Ultimate ability damage boost from 40% to 25%, but add a new effect during the ability's duration. Linked allies will receive an additional 100 bonus health points per second, capping at 150. After breaking the link, the bonus starts to fall off after 1 second of a rate of 75 per second. Additionally, increase the energy cost from 3,700 to 4,000. So, man, they really put that down.
I'm intrigued to see if people play them.
Sorry about that. So yeah, they really gutted this ult though.
Yeah.
During the
They probably should just have kept the energy cost.
I guess they gave it more healing instead of damage boosting. Because we'll receive an additional 100 bonus health points per second, capping at 150. But I mean, hey, I don't know. I feel like that's almost half the damage boost. Team up abilities: Arcane Order, Doctor Strange, and Scarlet Witch. Ooh, they're gonna have a team up now, which kind of makes sense to me. So team up anchor, Doctor Strange gains a maximum 100 health to increase. It was also probably explain why they probably nerfed Doctor Strange a bit, because they lowered his health,
his whoosh,
and his damage. Oh no, they just increased his damage across the field. So they probably, with this making him a little bit more tanky, they probably didn't want him to be too damagey. Scarlet Witch unlocks a new magical Mystic Burst ability through her team up. Okay, so she has her own little...
Yeah.
That's cool. Stars Align, Captain America and Winter Soldier. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. As a team-up anchor, Captain America gains a maximum health increase of 100 and a 5% boost in damage output. Winter Soldier unlocks the devastating Stellar Impact ability through his team-up. So new abilities, I like that. Making characters a little bit more creative. Mental Projection, Emma Frost, Psylocke, and Magneto. Okay. Anchor, Emma Frost gains 100 health. That's always nice for a tank. And Magneto receives a magnetic resonance ability through his team up with, and then Psylocke receives a soul resurgence ability through her team up with Emma Frost. We'll see what that looks like.
Copies.
Yeah.
It's like a fake version of them.
Like decoys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, adjusted or removed.
They can attack though. So you can do double the damage and wipe someone out. So
alright, well, here we go. See what they remove. I really... A slight change for this battle heart. Winter Soldier loses his infinite grit ability he once had with his team up with Rocket Raccoon. So he'll no longer... I'm guessing Winter Soldier or Punisher and Rocket still have the ability, just not Winter Soldier now, so you'll no longer have the infinite ammo buff.
Yeah.
Namor has lost the frozen spawn ability from his team up with the Luna Snow, so no more Luna Snow team up.
The third one down. So Chillin, Charisma, Damsel Short, Dimensional Shortcut, and then Gamma
right here.
Charge.
So changing the synergy for these heavyweights. Doctor Strange loses the Gamma Maelstrom ability previously gained from his team up with Hulk. Namor now gains the Gamma Monstro ability through his team up, so he got adjusted.
Okay, so now
Doctor Strange
you don't
lost
have
it.
it.
Now Namor has it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting way too ahead of it.
Okay, so what's the dimensional shortcut?
Majik and Psylocke. Psylocke has lost her psionic disc ability previously obtained for a team up with Majik.
Oh.
So she can no longer have like her little teleport thing. Metallic Chaos, Scarlet Witch and Magneto, a disconnect in family center. The team up anchor enhancement for Scarlet Witch has been removed along with the Metallic Chaos team up ability. Magneto loses the Metallic Fusion ability he had through his team up with Scarlet Witch. Oh, that was a really strong team up too, so that kind of sucks for Magneto players. But
Yeah.
Vault-Tec Union, Thor, Captain America, and Storm. Team up anchor effect for Thor has been removed along with the Vault-Tec Union team up ability. Captain America loses his charge Aegis ability from team up and Storm loses her. Okay, well. I mean, sucks for Storm players, but I think Captain America has a new team up, doesn't he? It's all up here or something. With
with Winter Soldier.
So I think these are pretty solid changes. I like how they've kind of just, instead of completely removing a lot of the team ups, they've kind of just like adjusted what heroes are affected by them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I look forward to seeing how this goes. I'm sad about I'm sad about Adam Warlock, and I'm happy about, well, kind of about Moon Knight, because Moon Knight can just be fun to play, but I'm more so happy or excited to see about Iron Fist and Iron Man. Allie, I'm guessing you're excited for Black Widow.
I've been different about her. I'm intrigued to see how like other people will play Black Widow. If her survivability is higher.
Reno, are you excited for the Hulk gameplay?
I'll try it out. But
People might play Hulk more with Namor as a team up.
Oh yeah, you played Namor a lot, Hornet.
I have played Namor, and yeah, based on like the short size. So now I know what Allie's talking about. I've seen like the new octopuses. They're pretty cool.
So do they just rapid fire more, or?
It's like a beam.
Yeah, it's more like a beam now instead of like them spitting on you. That's like.
How many can you put down?
One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like how with like Emma Frost.
Luna.
Popstar bitch. Yeah, Luna. He could have like a frozen octopus and it would slow people. Now it's a laser.
Oh, now it's a laser. Okay.
Yeah.
How long does it last?
Probably as long as the other octopuses.
Oh.
I don't think there's like they made it lower or bigger, but alright, well, I'm interested to see. We'll definitely be checking it out tomorrow. We'll see how happy or sad we are and trying to get out of bronze again.
Did you watch Daredevil?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in one sitting. Confused.
How do you like it?
But intrigued. But excited.
Next week is the season finale.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
He doesn't die? Getting shot?
Well, they're gonna have a season 2, so.
Yeah, he's Daredevil. They can't get rid of
Daredevil. Not die.
Because he can't.
It was interesting. I like how that they're doing kind of like the lawyering. Being a lawyer. The lawyering.
Oh, yeah, lawyer.
Oh, yeah, Matt Murdock.
And so it makes it mysterious.
Well, the Daredevil show has always done a really good job of doing like the lawyer side of things, along with having good like suspense and action. They really meld together really well. But But as someone who's more of a casual fan, Allie, and not like binge watching the original series probably like 20 times, you're liking it? Intriguing?
Yeah, it was interesting. I liked his struggle with not being a vigilante anymore, but still wanting to do it. I really think he just needs to communicate a little bit, and his girly friend would be just fine. But
Yeah.
no.
I don't want him to tell him his secret.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very cliche thing at this point where, like,
everyone knows already. Enough people know about
Heroes,
Daredevil
yeah.
too, so I don't.
Well, heroes always, like, that's a cliche, and it gets very annoying because, like, they don't tell them because they'll want to get involved, and then they get mad and say, well, I won't get involved, but then they end up getting involved. The whole reason they don't tell them is because they don't want them to get hurt or killed. But then once they find out about it, they do exactly that. They get themselves put in danger.
Yeah, Foggy
and almost
died.
killed. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, that wasn't really. I mean, Foggy just was in a very bad spot. What are you doing? You getting a cat?
Yeah. But yeah, she's already involved, so he's trying not to. Yeah.
Well, I
Well, he
mean,
wants to
it's
learn.
because she's a
Without
reporter,
revealing too much.
right? She's a
A
reporter.
therapist.
Oh, a therapist. Okay. Well, I know she's writing a book on mask vigilantes and people who wear masks. So
Well, because I mean, and he of anyone knows better than anyone that people who get involved in this stuff die. Look what happened to his friend.
Yep.
And then I still think that's, I mean, as a whole of the series, it's still such a bitch move of that one girl fucking just leaving him. Like, I'm moving to San Francisco now.
She's like, I'm out of this bitch.
After everything they've been through, it's just like, I'm out. Bye. But
I kind of was liking the mayor.
Kingpin.
yeah,
But it's I don't know.
I mean, he's
a
still
love-hate
owning it
relationship.
as the. Well, yeah, I mean, he's still a villain.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
it because-
He's the villain. I don't think they could ever make him anti-villain. It's Kingpin. He's just,
Well-
he's kind of like a Lex Luthor type character, I think, too. Or can't make Lex Luthor a good guy unless it's like some parallel universe type thing.
I mean, nowadays they make Lex Luthor kind of a semi. They make him kind of a because he works with the freaking Justice League half the time now to try to save the world. Like last couple animated movies, he's like been trying to stop like bad stuff from happening. Not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the game that came out, I think it was DC Universe, where Lex Luthor comes in, but it was a totally different Lex Luthor, where his world was destroyed. So that's why he came and helped. But I just don't think they could do that with Kingpin.
I mean,
unless they
not.
do
It
it, unless it's like
but,
a whole new different world type thing. Because even Lex Luthor, with that one, when Lex Luthor becomes the president, he was still underhandedly trying to do something, and that's basically what Kingpin is doing.
Well, you do have a Lex Luthor from the universe where like the Justice Lords are from.
Yeah. But I want Kingpin to be how he is.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be an anti-villain or anything like that. He's always one step ahead of everyone, and that's how I like him. I mean, he's still Kingpin. You just wonder what he's gonna do. I mean, just him having that guy locked up in his cellar was just like, yeah. And then when he won the fight, when he lets him have what did he give him? Mallet or something? Or machete? Or he gave him machete or something. He's all attack me, and then you get to see Kingpin in action and how strong he is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I like the relationship.
The fighting scenes are really clean.
Yeah. And the relationship between him and his wife too, where you're just all like, no, she's betraying him, and then you find out that they're like together in this and stuff, and that makes him stronger too, because that's one thing he loves Vanessa and stuff. So
They love.
yeah, and it's like, but you know how people are all, well, they make you make that other person better, or they make you better. They make each other better, but they're evil.
Yeah, they are evil, nefarious.
Yeah. So, they make each other better, but they're basically
Better
running
way.
they're basically running the underground, and now since he's mayor, he's gonna basically be running New York on how he wants to run it. With the with the task force too and everything, so.
But the thing that sucks too is, for a lot of people, he does make things better in New York, but it's still all just ultimately to benefit him.
Yeah, him. Yeah, in the long run, it's to benefit him.
Yeah. So, we'll see how the season finale goes, and we'll touch base with that.
Yeah.
But
Well, even for Daredevil to save him, though, that just shows you what kind of, hero Daredevil is. That's Daredevil's ultimate enemy, and he still saves him.
Yeah.
And
Batman.
I like Poindexter. I like Bullseye. He's like one of my favorite characters in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah, just how he throws around things and stuff like that. And when Daredevil's when Matt Murdock smashes his face in the thing, and he just says thank you, because that's why I was wondering if Matt planned it to do that, for him to escape and everything like that, because once he was going to be put in Gen Pop, he would have got his ass kicked and killed. So that's why I was wondering if he planned it, and then he just decided that he couldn't have Kingpin killed because he found out that the wife was the one who killed Foggy. So,
I don't know. We'll have to see, because it's not like Kingpin wouldn't deserve it either way, whether he killed Foggy or not. But
but I just think it's his Christian in him, his his
morals.
Yeah, his morals, and that's what he's always been throughout the series. That was his conflict of being a hero and being Catholic. So,
yeah. Well, yeah. And it's also interesting what they did in this series so far with the Punisher. That was very confusing there for a bit.
I guess they're gonna have a Punisher. It's called Punisher One Shot, I think, and it's supposed to be a special, like a short or something. Maybe it's to see what he does about the people who are wearing his sign or something, the cops. But
it didn't go over. It didn't go over very well in the comics. So see how they do it in the short.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's going to be a mini series or one episode, but they said that they're going to make a Punisher, just one of those special shows on Disney Plus.
Well, that's nice. Kind of like how they did with Kingpin's daughter.
Echo? I think that was an actual show, though. So I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, but
a
it
show
seemed more like
that.
a one. It seemed more like a one-off thing, but
yeah,
I guess.
We just got a follower.
Oh,
thank you.
I don't know when. I don't know if it was soon, but
what's
I
her name?
noticed it. I was like, why? I can't see it. But
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Oh.
I don't like that one guy, though. Daniel Blake, that one guy that Kingpin always goes to, that snarky person who's trying to take that other lady's job. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
I don't think, not off the top of my head, sorry. But what do you not like about them?
He's just too much of an ass kisser to Kingpin.
Oh, the kid?
Yeah. And he's trying to take that other... I just don't like his character at all.
Yeah. He was kind of... I I don't know. I kind of do, because it could lead him being like the next Kingpin.
No, I hope not. I don't like him, and I think he's probably gonna die.
Yeah. I'll get capped.
Because nobody
But-
could be the next Kingpin. Even in the comics, there's only Kingpin.
Well, they make another type of evil, you know,
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what
New
happens
York
with
and dude.
if they ever like expand on like Spider-Man's character. It'd be funny to see if they, or even just take his villains and have like Tombstone and stuff start showing up.
Oh yeah.
What else we got on the agenda today? Oh yeah, Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
probably won't buy it.
Will
Does
not be
anyone
buying.
else wanna buy it? Does anyone
Oh.
like in chat? Will any of you buy it?
Anyway, let us know.
Well, I get the
What's
Nintendo Switch 2 was supposed to have its pre-orders, but it got postponed. It got delayed, so
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was supposed to come. The pre-orders were supposed to be
and it rushed on. Nope.
April 9th. So they delayed it, and I think Canada delayed it because of the Trife.
Nico
That's me.
Furbite.
Huh?
Oh, that's
I
wait,
changed
that's
my
you.
name.
You ain't. Oh, okay. I was like, who's
My
Nico?
Twitch stuff. Nico
Nice.
means cat, so I was like, "It's so
I know.
cute." One thing led to another.
Okay, nice.
I took a lot of chat GTP with Rash last night.
But the pre-orders
must
came
be-
out in the UK, and I guess they're all sold out over there.
Of course they are, because no, if anything, it'd be more. Well, because the pound is slightly more than the dollar, so
Mm-hmm.
actually, I guess technically
Like 30
both,
cents, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, but I mean that's still crazy. I mean, I expected that. I mean, I'm sure if the pre-orders come out in America and Canada, it will sell out. I don't doubt it. People
Yeah, so
will
I
buy
guess
it. I just
yeah, I guess the pre-orders now are gonna be on May 8th. That's what it says on their website, and the release actually is June 5th.
yeah.
So
Well, it's just rough too, because you have like with the Nintendo Switch, it's more of like a family console, and so you have a bunch of like parents that are just going to buy it for their kids, and a lot of these parents really don't follow gaming stuff, so they're not going to know that on average for a long
Really
time
expensive.
that game prices have only been $60, and that you know,
Mhm.
the old console. I mean, the old console came out years ago, and that was only 300.
yeah,
So
so that controversy with the game being the digital game being 80 and the physical game being 90, I guess that's only in certain countries. So in our country, it's all going to be $80. But what they're doing now is if you buy like the physical thing, you're just going to get a game key card. And it's just kind of like how the old, Xbox One games are and stuff. You'll get a little cartridge, and when you play the game, you have to have that cartridge in because you still have to download the game and everything, but that cartridge will be your key code. And then that's like a game that won't be tied to your account. So if you're done with the game, you could give it to your friend and then they could play. Or you could give it to GameStop and they could play. They could put that on their shelves to replay. So you don't actually own that game on digital. But if you own it on digital, then you just have it in your thing. So that's what
But
they're
funny thing
doing
is,
now.
like, you legally own any games nowadays. You're just leasing it.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. It sucks too, because like I said, this will probably be a lot of companies will probably follow suit, and it'll just become the new standard.
Yeah, which sucks that games are going to probably be $80 now. But I mean, there's some
Hey,
games that
$60 for-
are out there they're like $120, but you get all those extras or free downloads or whatever. But
yeah, but imagine how much those games that cost extra. Imagine how much they will cost now once the base games become $80.
yeah, they're all going to be pretty
Those
pricey.
extras will probably be like $160 now or $180 themselves. Or I don't know. That's what I mean.
Well, I mean, Australia had their pre-orders too, and they're not sold out yet. But in Australia, I guess the Switch 2 is more expensive than a PS5.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I think in Australia, they heavily tax video games. Or electronics, one or the other. Let me look.
I mean,
Because games in Australia are very expensive compared to...
But the first handheld game was the Game Boy that Nintendo came out with on April 2nd, or I think it's 2nd or 21st in 1989. And that was $89.99 when they were selling it. And games were $29.99 for that system.
yeah.
And then the regular Switch came out on March 3rd in 2017, and that system was $299.99, and games ranged from the 40 to 60 for those ones. So, and they said that if you are thinking about buying the Nintendo Switch 2, that all those games that you buy for the Switch should play on it. So you'll just have a better screen, bigger and more powerful. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, everything's gonna get more expensive, but it's crazy.
But they don't have to. And it's more annoying because, I mean, the price of games has stayed the same forever, for a long time now. They've been stuck at 60. They still make record profits. And
Yeah.
on top of that, nowadays games have microtransactions.
Yeah.
So you're spending $80. I mean, yeah, you still have your free-to-play games, thank God. But if you're playing a lot of games, you'll pay, like Call of Duty, you'll probably pay the $80, and then you'll have, like, every other season,
Battle
you'll have
Pass.
$10 to buy for the Battle Pass. Or there's, like, full group of gun skins for $5.99, or buy this emote for $1.
They're just milking people.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking, for me, it's more upsetting because the games are going up $80, but the programmers, the animators, the people who are making the game aren't going to get any of that. And I don't think they are getting a pay raise or anything like that, so...
Oh, no, not especially in Japan.
Yeah, so, that's crappy for them if they were all, games are $80 because we're going to raise, we're giving all of our programmers a raise or something like that, 3D artists, everything that goes into the game, then, I'd be like, okay, well, they gave all of them a raise, but since it's just going back to a multimillionaire company, that's kind of shitty to me.
Well, it's also just funny, too, because a lot of like people you just talked about, a lot of those employees are just contract laborers, so half of them always get fired or let go after the game is done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard to be competitive in the game making market right now because game companies just hire and fire people nonstop. I think they're one area of the workforce that really needs to probably at this point unionize and actually get like worker rights, so they're not just constantly let go whenever a company feels like it.
Yeah.
But that's here in the States. It's a lot harder to do stuff like that in Japan. I don't know what exactly their laws are like there, but
Yeah.
I know they don't always have the best working environments there.
Mhm.
So, but time will tell. We'll keep you guys updated with this, see how it goes. I mean, it's funny though too, because like there are game companies like the Steam Deck, and other. I think PlayStation has hinted they might try to make a handheld as well. So I mean, if people can make a decent handheld, maybe just maybe the companies could like undermine Nintendo and be like, hey, look, we have our own handheld. We're charging less, and our games cost less. Maybe they could really I don't think they'll ever edge Nintendo out of the market, at least not anytime soon. But like they could, like really cause like Nintendo to lose a lot of money just because there'd be other competition at that point.
Yeah. Well, and Nintendo is gonna charge people for their the interface. You have to pay $10 for their interface, their walkthrough of how to play on there and stuff like that. Which I was all
yeah, their tutorial how-to is $10.
Yeah, I was all, and you probably need that unless you just watch it on YouTube or something. But
watch it on YouTube or just figure it out as you go.
Yeah, but I mean, also, why are you going to charge people for a how-to-do on your thing? And I mean, at least when the Wii came out, it came free with Wii Sports. I don't know if they had anything free come out when the Switch came out, but I mean, that's why the Wii is still really popular. People like to buy the Wii just for Wii Sports. You know, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know there was always... even with disc games coming out, there is a bundle with, like, the new Mario Kart. But I mean, yeah, it just like, I'm sure, like, for example, I mean, Allie, her childhood was, I mean, for as far as video games playing, was Nintendo, because she had her DS. So I'm sure if Allie was like in a like financial, like, you know, was like, or had kids, or was, you know, financially, like, oh, I wanted to, if it was a $300 console just like the first one, and I mean, Allie, you think you'd be interested in buying it eventually, especially if you had like kids or like, yeah, it was cheaper and the games weren't like $80.
Probably. I would definitely. I wouldn't have my kids have a PC until they're older. So having a held-hand console is easier. It's easier, like, for the most part, to control, like, who they're talking to. You know what games they're playing. You don't have to do as much parental controls and stuff.
With that being said, too, I mean, like, Rena, I mean, you have kids, too, and I'm sure I remember back in the day, they were always asking, can we get a Switch? Can we get a Switch?
Yeah, they asked me a lot for that a lot, but I just didn't see any point of it. There wasn't any games that I would want to play.
Yeah.
And basically it has to be, if I'm going to buy something that was, you know, the $300, but so when you bought the Switch, the $300 one, did it come with the TV docking thing, or was that just, because I know when
it came with one, like the controller set that was obviously on it, and it came with a dock.
Yeah, so it came with that whole package thing where, you know, I kind of considered buying it, but I was just still like, I'm not going to pay $300 for most games I'm not going to play. That's why I got, you know, that's why I had the Wii, and I have thousands of games on there, and I was like, you guys could play this, but, and then I had like DSs and stuff like that they could play, and the only reason why they wanted the Switch was they wanted to play Pokemon. And, you know, I was all, you could play Pokemon, and that's when the time when Pokemon Go was starting. I was all, you could play Pokemon on these extra phones I have. And things like that.
Because that was kind of the only reason I bought a Switch, and I bought a few games on it.
Yeah, Civilization 7, Pokemon.
Yeah, well, you have them all now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave my Switch away. So.
Yeah.
And I played it maybe like 5 hours.
So, the main reason I bought it originally was I wanted to play Let's Go Pikachu, because that was like the first Pokemon game I played when I was young, was Pikachu, or Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I still don't have a Switch, and I mean, it sounds it sounds interesting about these games because, you know, I like Donkey Kong, I like Mario, and Mario's supposed to be an open world type thing, and you're supposed to drive to the other races, I guess, and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna pay. I rather just buy another console, or, you know, buy a good computer.
Well, you know? and that's why the problem with, like, and that's why I'm interested in what Xbox does with their upcoming, like, next gen consoles, because, like, you have PlayStation with like an $800 console or $700 console, And now you got Switch over here with their $500 console with increased games. I mean, the whole point of console is supposed to be they're supposed to be more affordable, less powerful, but more affordable. At this point, you're just going to be in a position where you might as well just go pay a low end PC that's still more powerful than these consoles, and gives you access to more like all the PC marketplace at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'm also interested to see what Microsoft does after all this stuff happens, because they've hinted and talked about their new thing being an actual PC console that's just optimized for TVs and keeping it around. I think they said they wanted to do around like $700, so more expensive than a Xbox console, but still reasonably lower than an actual PC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Xbox, this is another thing. I mean, Xbox has one, and unfortunately, Rash can no longer partake in this. Sorry, Rash, because fuck Microsoft. But also, Microsoft, they have their Game Pass system, which is probably one of the best services out there for gaming, where you can just pay. I think it's a little bit more now, depending on they have different tiers, but like I think it's like probably $20 a month, and you can play thousands of games without having to actually pay money, any more money. And you have like all the day one release. It's not like old games that are like over 20 years old, which you can actually play some of those on there, but like you can play day one release like Microsoft titles on that along with other stuff. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm interested to see how Microsoft like takes everything that's going on now with like more expensive games and more expensive consoles and see how their play is. Because like I said, PlayStation has released their more expensive, more powerful console, and then you have Switch doing their stuff now, or Nintendo. So
yeah. I mean, and if you really want a handheld thing, I mean, I know Nintendo, they have specific games that people just want to play, so that's why. But if I wanted to get a handheld, I rather, get a Steam Deck. I mean, there's the 1 terabyte Steam Deck is $700, but you could do so much more with that. It's like holding Windows in your hand, because you could play all your Steam stuff. You could download your Xbox Game Pass. You could play all the Xbox stuff. And now, since Steam has PlayStation games, you could play PlayStation games on there. And then you could also download stuff from Windows to play, like Mario Brothers or anything like that, from a ROM.
Don't say that. Nintendo come after you.
But you could do it if you really wanted to. So I mean, and they range from 250 gigabytes for $399 to the 1 terabyte for $649. So and that's an all around and I have thousands of games on Steam, so that just sounds like a better buy to me. And you could also hook up an external drive. So if you buy the $399 one, you could have all your games on the external drive, plug it in there, and drop and drag your games, so you don't, so you still have all your games downloaded and it won't take as long to download them.